This is a very short apology video from me for the appalling sound quality in my second podcast and for the odd sound quality in my first podcast. As I discovered this morning, the reason both didn't sound up to scratch, despite the fact that I actually have a very good microphone that was recommended to me by one of Sargon of Akkad's staffers. I have a Rode NT USB. I have no excuse for sounding awful. The reason I was sounding awful was not anything to do with the software, but to do with the fact that I actually had the microphone around the wrong way. Needless to say, I am not good with technology and never have been. I'm one of those people who would be happier if the internet had never been invented. So you'll just have to bear with me being rubbish. I thought seriously of re-recording the second podcast, but the problem is because I don't use a script. I don't need a script. I've been a lawyer for a very long time, which means I don't need to script what I say in advance. I know what I'm going to say in advance, and I'm one of those irritating people who can speak in complete sentences. I am in the situation where if I do re-record the second podcast again, it won't be the same and it won't have the same content in it because I'll think of different things and I'll say different things. But apologies once again for the dreadful sound. I will get better at this. It's just going to take time and you're just going to have to learn to bear with someone who is really, at a foundational level, deeply untechnical. I know you will make boomer jokes about Sargon, but he has a lot more technical flair than me. I mean, I would never dare to play a video game for a start because I would simply not ever wrap my head around which buttons to press because I just don't think like that. My brain doesn't work that way, which is why I have always avoided doing it. And initially, I must confess, I only did this under sufferance, but I am sorry, it will get better. I will finish up with a set of stereotyped settings that I will always and invariably use and never change. And by that point, the sound will be decent. And once I've figured that out, I'll then move on to video. That is why you're not getting any video to start with, because I am simply too untechnical to be able to learn how to do two technological things at once. It just would never happen. I would just get very, very cranky and nothing would be produced at all. So sorry about that, everyone.